number of solutions to a quadratic. Today you are going to, bless you, who was that? Today you're going to determine the number of solutions to a quadratic. So you guys have come a really dang long way. You know 4 ways to solve a quadratic. Today we are still focusing on the quadratic formula. Yesterday we came in pretty hot. You guys did really well. So with that in mind, I'm going to let you guys work on this opening exercise. To help you out, I gave you the quadratic formula and I gave you a guide for A, B, and C. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. I want you to go independent, tackle this. Bless you. I want you guys to go independent. We'll regroup. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Great, now use your formula. To your right, you want to add 3x. So we're going to add 3x. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, great. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So let's see. Guys, setting to 0, big strength. We're identifying A, B, and C, and a lot of you have that formula already started. Forward, buddy, you're doing the same right here. Yep. 8 seconds. Just keep going. What can you do? You got 2 minutes with your people. Start talking about it. 2 minutes with your people. I'm going to throw one under the dot cam. So start moving through. So flip your next page, just keep it rolling. Or blooper in the first right there, dude. What do you do with it? Okay. 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 So what can you divide all of these by? Yeah. So reduce it. Just like a fraction. What's the denominator? Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal yours.
No.
Come on. Let's go. It'd be a great way to show some leadership on Friday. Come on, buddy. Come on, hurry up. Oh man, hurry up. No, I want yours. Hurry up. All right, here we go. You guys, holy cow. You were grumpy as all could be yesterday, but we have made so much progress. So take a look at setting to 0. We're good there. No need to discuss. We were also good with getting into the formula. About 20 minutes into class yesterday, we were whining and crying about that. Good progress there. Then we take the root. We were pulling the root apart. We simplified and we got 40. I'd say about 80% of us hit this checkpoint. Then you guys are even recognizing that you can simplify root 40. So take a look at Michael Anthony de la Cruz's. He had root 4 times root 10. Michael Anthony, which one do you know? 4. 4 becomes 2, says Donovan. The root of 4 is 2. So now, a lot of you got to hear and you were like, I don't know now. So what happens after you simplify the roots, Natalia?
X equals -8 plus -2 10.
Perfect. That is awesome. So again, we took the root, put it back into our expression. Now from here, I was talking to the pod on the far end. They're like, what do I do from here? We're going to look to reduce our numbers. -8, 2, and 4 can all be reduced by 2. All right, so let's call it out. -8 divided by 2. -4 plus or minus 1. Do we need the 1 in front of a root 10? Root 10 all over 2. This is one way you could have written it. Bless you. This is one way you could have written this. There is another way. This is one way. There is another way. If I were to cover the right side of our expression, and if I were to show you -4 over 2, you would simplify that to -2 plus or minus. Now, can I do anything more here? Well, I already reduced. Can I do anything with the root 10 divided by 2? No, so we're gonna write it root 10 over 2. That's another way you could see it. As long as you're fluid from both, we're good. Yep. You might see it either way. I would bet money they'd probably take it this far, but I bet if you get this far, you'll be able to go to here. Okay, now, I like today's lesson. Thank you for your paper. Jeez, you're still breathing. I like today's lesson because up until this point, I've been lying to you. I'll take the merits. Up until this point, I've been lying to you. So some weird things can happen. Up until this point in quadratics, I picked specific problems to avoid these weird things. But today you're ready. So in a standard quadratic, we know that x equals a number, comma, a number. quadratics we've seen so far have had 2 answers. That's not always true. I've been lying to you. So let's make a little note off to the side. We might not always get 2 solutions. We might not always. And in fact, some weird things are going to happen. So here's what I know about all of you. We can make it about 80% through a quadratic equation problem. You just showed that. You showed that just now, and you also showed that yesterday. So I'm going to give you a wide assortment of problems. You have 3 on this page. You have 2 on the next page. All I want you to work on is using the quadratic formula to solve all 5 of these. You need to know, though, that when you're solving, you're going to hit some roadblocks and some bloopers. Some weird things are going to happen. So if you hit something and you're like, I've never seen that before, yeah, that's the point of today. Stop where you are and move on to the next one. Don't get hung up on what the heck does this mean. We'll get there. So you're going to leave the box blank off to the side. You're going to do your quadratic formula in the blank space. If you hit a roadblock, you're going to move on. Cool? Yep, absolutely. I'll put the formula up on the board, and I want you guys to start 3 minutes independent. Yep. Try and get through it, but if you're like, what the heck, move on. So you got 3 minutes on your own.